We the best. Say what? Yo, who was that? ATL show coming live. Speak about the world. Know that we a show. We got Tiama Legacy, the podcast. On God, we're taking over with the ATL show.
Naya, what?
The ATL show's on. Duh. Get out! Get
But
out!
Naya, it's supposed to be for adults only. It's supposed to be.
ATL, they're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony, Tiama, T Savage, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best in this shit, that's fact. Y'all, man, there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay. I'm the best you ever cast, just spell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes with 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Even dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. Just the message. I'm talking open hills and places. Schools over feeling foggy, I'll be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one, just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. I'm on against team. Must be you ready to lose. The game, the street, the zone is true. This the message. Hope it leave you from me rapper. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
ATL, ho. I'm laying the door.
Just-in-time accessories definitely have the bling and everything in between. Tiama Copeland is your independent paparazzi agent. Join her live online Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join her on Facebook at Tiama Sweetness Copeland or her fan page, Just-in-Time Accessories. Or you can find her on YouTube at Tiama Harris. That once again is Just-in-Time Accessories. Everything is only $5. Nickel and lead-free jewelry. Tiama Copeland, independent paparazzi agent. Just-in-Time Accessories definitely have the bling and everything in between. Check her out.
Make sure you go over to Goli.com and get your Goli gummies today. They have 3 selections, 3 choices to choose from. They have the apple cider vinegar, the ashwagandha, and new, they now have the superfruit. In addition to going over to GoliGummies.com, make sure you use the ATL as your discount code and receive a huge discount. It supports the channel and the podcast. In addition to all of that, the gummies, they're a source of antioxidant. They have vitamins B9, B12, promotes general good health, helps improve your daily health, contains pectin, a source of dietary fiber, uses pectin as a natural prebiotic to support the healthy gut and immune system, includes the mother, a healthy strain of bacteria, antioxidants, and enzymes. Mask the unpleasant taste of the apple cider vinegar. It's simple, it's delicious, it's Goli.
Good evening. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL. I'm joined tonight by my beautiful and lovely co-host, Miss Tiama Sweetness.
Hey, everybody.
I got the mood light set up in the back, all sexy and sensuous. And I'm joined by whatever. They know that.
It's called that little fire headache. All them lights, I can't tonight.
Okay. And also joined by the very lovely, the very beautiful, the bold, without her makeup, but yet still gorgeous as ever, Miss T Savage.
Whoa! What'd you say?
I'm trying to figure
What'd you say? You man with no neck. What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. Don't come for me on the side, on the slide.
While she's T Savage.
Okay, she's back.
Cause I thought COVID was gonna do something to you.
It's got me coughing and can't breathe, and I quit smoking a little bit.
Yes.
And also, can I finish my introduction? Also, I'm joined by Mr. Legacy the Great.
ATL, they're back.
Get out! Get out!
Don't be coming for my baby.
Oh, how everybody doing today?
Making it.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, man.
Well, you're looking lovely, Savage.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I ain't even put no lotion on.
Girl, you crazy.
How are you?
Hey, man, Mo.
We missed y'all last week. We really did.
Miss Mo, I see you don't let Savage scare you that you don't even come out there and say, hey, Legacy, I love you.
You keep my name out your mouth. That's what you do. Okay. Find somebody to play with a nightmare.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to get all the words out of you real fast tonight. You're going to lay it down.
Wow. Y'all a mess. Well, like I said, it's so good to have you back tonight, Savage.
It is, sis. Real good.
It's good to be back.
And how you doing, Miss Tyson, Mama?
I'm doing all right.
How's Tyson?
They always doing the most.
He doing good. Child, that's a grown man.
I heard him in the background earlier.
Legacy, we gonna jump you.
By we should mean ATT. They talk about me bad when I love on you, ladies.
I don't talk about you bad because they say God look out for crazies and babies. So
they said fools and babies. Neither one of y'all babies, so y'all must be the fools.
Exactly. So I don't treat you bad. I be like, girl, he need the love. It might help his height to grow. I don't know.
That's over with me. I guess ain't nobody never loved me then.
Hey, they say if you water and talk to the plants, they'll grow. So, hey, girl, keep talking to him. He might grow. I don't know.
Y'all got me over here crying. Y'all stop.
My baby's 6 months, and he be like, Uncle Legacy, I'm going to come borrow your shirt.
Just told you.
Okay, I'm going to leave you alone for the rest of the day.
Y'all too much.
I got a sense of humor when I got a headache, y'all, for real.
Oh, Legacy, riding out on you, Legacy.
It don't sound like you got no headache.
I do. My doctor tripping, man. I need to get a refill on my prescription.
With migraines?
Hypertension, though.
That's high blood pressure.
Yeah,
but I got this one headache on this side right here. And it's just been riding there for a couple of days.
Is it in the corner? Is it on the corner?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? When you get off of air, and I learned this because I used to get migraines too when I was a teenager. You get your little scarf like this, and you tie wherever the pain at, you tie the knot right on it where it's throbbing at, and it'll release the pressure after about 15 minutes. I got a lot of little secrets to get rid of migraines.
And I used to have 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar.
I can only speak for the one I did with the scars, because I used to be bad. I used to be light.
He tried to mess me up.
Who?
He told me take some apple cider vinegar.
You think about that salt, the sodium in that it could have the opposite effect. It just
Coffee
depends
does
on how
good
your body
too.
reacts to that.
I found something on well, actually, Legacy found something on the internet and shared it with me, and I'm gonna share it with the world. Y'all don't know that Legacy's name is a dream. So check this out.
A nightmare.
So he found his own product out there in the world.
Straight at the Dollar Tree. It got downgraded for $50.
Okay.
Coconut Dream, baby. That milk is good.
Yuck.
Remember, all of us are vegan over here, so it doesn't even matter.
You definitely can take Coconut Dream if that's the case.
No.
They're saying hell to the no.
No.
No. Anyway, we're gonna move on.
I have a big problem with textures. Sorry.
Okay.
There you go again.
No, I don't like Pope in any of my drinks. None of that. I will sit in that bitch bite. You need to listen.
Listen,
Ma'am,
Linda.
come get this. Come get this. Ex Herman, real quick. Can you come get this? I'm not gonna drink that.
Okay.
No Pope.
I'm about to take it off my bill. Listen, question of the day. Mr. Legacy the Great.
I don't have no picture of me up there like everybody else get one.
Okay, let me do the question for him. Is it possible to get taller after 30? No, Mr. Legacy. I don't think so.
Okay, well, listen. Question of the day is, I had an opportunity Monday, maybe Sunday, I think it was, to get up with Kamal while Kamal was Akbar was at work. So
Number two.
Yeah, the number 2. And as I'm walking in, Kamal is having a discussion with his heartbeat, his daughter on the phone, and she's grown. I think she just graduated college and she's doing good. So that was a great pleasure and opportunity to speak to her. But the discussion which led to the question of the day is they were having a little battle about. She was saying that white boys nowadays are biting off of black urban youth and urban industry of rap and things with the dreadlocks and all that type of stuff. So while she was making that statement, Kamal said to her, well, that's no different than the women who goes to hair stores and buy European wigs and long extensions and weaves so that they can have hair that looks like European women, the long locks, and the long dog hair and stuff like that, and so that they can walk around smelling like wet dog. So the question of the day is there a difference from excuse me, before I forget to that. So she was saying that, like I said, she was saying that culturally, white folks are copying black folks' hairstyles and things of that in the rap game and with dreadlocks and different types of stuff. And me and Kamal told her that that's not any different than black women going in the store buying turquoise hair, which it doesn't look African American. It doesn't look black. We buying lime green, citrus yellow, chipper blue. We're out here buying whole paint shop hair jobs that is not ours, and even blonde. And we're walking around feeling eccentric. but we have other people hair in our head. So who are black women copying when they go out and purchase? Is there a difference between, this is the question, is there a difference between the copying when white folks go out and get dreads and things like that and copy black boys in the music industry than it is when black women go out and purchase other people's hair and put it in their head like they look, that makes their hair look like they're white or makes their hair look like it's better than what they were born with? Is there a difference?
What do you mean better than what they're born with? What do you mean? Like straight hair is not better. It's like you can't say that.
Well, let's just look at this. I've heard this on many occasions that black women, a lot of black women, not just saying all black women, but a lot of black women that I've met feel like they will have a better time getting up in the morning, just fixing this long, straight, or however they got it, other person hair in their head compared to taking the time to straighten their hair, to roll it and do the things Big Mama them used to do. So is there a difference when the white culture comes in and still black men style and wear their hairstyle the same as we do or have been done? Or is there any difference between that or when black women go out and steal white women hair lights and start wearing it the same as them?
I think I'm a little confused because you're talking about turquoise and citrus, orange and yellow. Like I don't know.
I think it's all the same.
That kind of hair that come out of their scalp.
No, but we're not talking about that. I'm telling you. I know you see what
I'm saying. I'm just saying that's what you said. You said they have citrus colored hair, turquoise. Why people don't have that kind of hair coming out of their scalp?
But we're not just talking about the color. I'm talking about the strain of hair.
The texture.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that, but you mentioned color, so therefore you bring color in
what
it.
these women wear. They like you ain't never walked in walk nowhere and seen nobody had no safari blue hair.
Right, but you're making it seem like the white women just had that color hair growing out of their scalp.
I just was getting out color. I was talking about what Tony said, the texture, the length of the hair. Tiama, what you say? You think it's what?
I think it's the same. Like when it comes to everybody is biting somebody. If it ain't grown out your head, it ain't yours. You're someone before you did it, someone before that person did it. So everybody is biting everybody. How about everybody mind their own business and live your bestest life in your own cubicle?
Ditto.
So you agree with that? What she said, Savage, that everybody bites off every racist style some type of way?
Everybody does. Dreads wasn't, someone did it first to where you said, "Ooh, my cousin Toya had her dreads first." I was like, "Ooh, those cute." Because I'm here to tell you, I was a Aaliyah. Honey, I used to rock the Aaliyah. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing.
With that right there?
Honey, swoop rap. None of y'all raps had shit on my raps, boy. But baby. Then I was like, dreads. Then Anya saw me. Then Anya started dreads. Like everybody sees something and then they go with it. Oh, that's easier to do, so I'm gonna do it. Oh, I like the way that girl had her weave. Me personally, that weave is some itchy, shredding shit, so it's just not for me. I don't want that shit all over my house. But if you like it, I love it. White boys with dreads. Boy, y'all are white boys. Y'all get cuter than a motherfucker, though. Hey, how you doing? But yeah, they doing their thing. They living their bestest life. Why the fuck y'all can't? Everybody done bit off somebody. You over there sitting there like LL Cool J little brother. Biting other people's shit. Honey, so what's wrong? All of us do it. It matters because it's a color. I'm a mutt. I say go with whatever you like. You like it, I love it. If you're a wigger, go with it. I love it.
A wigger. I like that.
I love
Girl, go, boy. You done went off the chain already.
The wigger.
Wiggering it. What you think, Tony?
I agree that everyone bites off to somebody. Like even like when I'm talking to these younger dudes that's in their 20s and 30s, and they want to say, "Oh, this is my style," and da da da. I'm like, no, that's not your style. Trust me. When you saw somebody doing it, you liked it, or whoever was doing it was popular, so you adapted it. You adopted it, and it became a part of your style. But it wasn't your style in the beginning. You know, even with the sagging of the pants, that's something that somebody saw somebody doing it, and it became popular. Because if you think back in the 70s and 80s, they didn't sag. They had the tight jeans, and everything was up on their ass. Now all of a sudden, the waistline of the pants is underneath the crotch, and I can see straight through your legs from behind. And you got pants on.
Actually, in the 70s, they did swag the pants, but I need you to do the research. That was when other men would let other men know what they were about, and they would meet up in the bathroom.
Right.
In prison, they did
so it was a quick show and go. It wasn't a wear. It was just like a quick peep show and go to where, okay, you see my boxers, you about that life, I'm about that life. We knew what it was. If we met up in the bathroom, no pressure. We get this quick nut and you go back to your wife.
Oops.
That did happen, but it also started. That sagging started in prison. It was a prison. Hey, it was a prison style.
Don't shoot the messenger.
So Kamal's daughter, she should be on here tonight. Say something if you're on here, man. But as everyone said on the podcast tonight, that on the question of the day, everybody steals from everybody's culture.
Definitely.
The only difference of it is the vast majority of us are ashamed of our culture because of what we were told of our culture, not knowing who we are. The only race that really don't know who we are and where we really came from. So outside of that, everybody's culture is bid upon all the time. And that's why there's a lot of horses out here that's ass bare right now.
But black folks, I don't know why we bite off anybody's culture, because I promise you, we are the creme de la creme of the creme.
That's true.
So
that's true, mama.
Are you trying to figure out they thing, honey? They been dissecting us for years to figure out our spices.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wow, that's interesting. Good question, Mr. Legacy. Thank you.
And thank Kamal and his daughter. I appreciate it.
Thank you, number 2.
And I'm mad at somebody because I wanted to hear this letter.
Well, anyway, she's speaking about the letter of the day.
Dear ATL is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to theanthonybrown@gmail.com.
Your ATL letter with Miss T Savage. Yeah, we don't have a letter of the day, unfortunately. But if any of you have a letter of the day, have any issues going on in your personal life, by all means, send them in theanthonybrown@gmail.com. And as the commercial said, we will proudly and gladly read your issues or your concerns here live, loud, live, and in color on the air, and respond accordingly. That part. And if you're just now tuning in, just want to remind you all, tonight's topic is, why do black women make it difficult to be approached in public? And not only that, for tonight, just also make sure you all tune in on Friday. Friday's topic is going to be, should married couples hang out with single friends.
That's okay.
So yeah,
I was really waiting on T.M. and Savage to choke the shit out of me just then.
No, I'm with you. Listen, go hang with your single friends so you can be single too. Yeah.
You see?
Oh, okay. Well, since we didn't have a letter today, just a video I wanted to show y'all really, really quick, and we could chat about it just real briefly. Check this out.
Ma'am, it's a goddamn comedy show. What the fuck it is? You gotta ingest this. What's the problem? What's the problem? Huh? What's the problem?
World star.
I don't want to know what the fuck she had to ask me. Goddamn compelling as fuck. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? We know you're a woman. We can tell. Good. How? How am I insulting people by talking about sexual matters between adults? I'm talking about consenting adult shit. I have sex with women. So me being up here describing my life is insulting to you? Then how do you speak for the whole crowd and tell me that I'm insulting them? Is anybody insulting? No! Sounds like a resounding yes over here. A resounding agreement. Hi, Karen. See, white people be thinking they can do whatever the fuck they want. Storm the Capitol or storm my goddamn stage. What the fuck do she think?
Wow. Karen stormed the stage. Karen stormed the stage because she felt that he was offending couples.
When you come to a comedy show and you don't want to get picked on, don't sit in the front row. You gotta sit in the back. And you have to know it's gonna be some stuff said that you might not agree with, but it's all in fun. And if you can't handle it, Karen, don't come.
Yeah, she ran her ass up on stage thinking she was gonna get some straightening.
She lucky they ain't had no food. They probably would have threw it at her.
Okay.
Like back in the day, you throw bananas and plums and apples.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, oh, tomatoes. That's the one right there.
It's crazy though. I mean, go ahead, Tony.
So go ahead. I'm agreeing with you. I'm like, yes, that is crazy.
It's just crazy though, because I mean it's getting out of control. And the thing is that I notice is white women are starting to assert themselves in a lot of physical confrontational ways, that knowing that they put themselves in harm's way, but they also know that they are the most protected species on the planet. Black women are the most abused and used on the planet, and white women are the most praised and protected species on the planet. I haven't really even seen one Karen thus far go to jail for any of the wrongdoing that they've done, calling the police frivolously, being disrespectful or nothing. It's like everybody holds themselves back when it comes to the Karen, and they come in all shapes and sizes and hair colors and stuff like that, but they still Karens. And it's like, you know, I remember reading where the lady who actually had Emmett Till killed is still alive today. Who falsely accused Emmett Till of whistling at her as she walks down the street. she admit that he never whistled at her.
And she never did
So
no time.
that's when everybody was saying, well, if you could go back 30, 40 years and arrest Bill Cosby on shit, then she could have been arrested for, we should be able to go back and arrest her and have her spend the rest of her days behind bars for causing the death of an innocent 14-year-old young man. But they are the most protected. I've also seen, and I know y'all have to have seen, where white women, or especially like in high school and college, have been intimate with black men and come to find out that their father or something find out that they've been having sex with a nigga and turn around and she claims rape, and then the boy actually loses his scholarship, go to jail, and 3-4 years she come back down the line and say, hey, I lied. He didn't do it. My father made me do it. Yes, they do go a lot. They do let the person go from jail, but she never sees the inside of a jail.
And she should.
And she should. And
lock her ass up. Throw away the key.
If he did 10 years, you got to go do 10. And if you look across the board, they are definitely, besides dogs, is white Karens and dogs at the top of the food chain that's protected.
Earlier, just piggyback on what you said earlier, they come in all shapes and sizes. Check this out.
Shit. Wow.
You hit my car. You did that to the front of my fucking car.
Oh yeah?
What's funny? That's my new fucking car.
Usually when you rear end people, that's not how this works. It's okay. I'm gonna call the cops real quick. But yeah, you're saying that I hit you from behind.
No, you hit me in the front of it. Remember when I was at a red light? You went in front of me and hit my car.
Oh yeah? Okay. That's cool. Probably move the car from thing and I'll call the cops for you.
And that's why you white people get all this fucking privilege with this nice ass car. How do you know? Bitch! So that's my new fucking car!
Do you have where it went in or where she drove into it? Or?
You look, you were here and she can look. You see?
She hit his car from behind, but saying that he backed it up.
She didn't expect there to be any video footage. That's all. That's all.
Well, if he hit her, he would have had to have hit her head on, and the front of his car would have been messed up. So how the back of his car get messed up?
In the front of hers.
In the front of yours.
But he in the wrong. Karen said so.
Yes, sir. She was trying to get an Oscar now.
She wasn't even nominated. No, boo-boo. Try again.
Yo, crazy. But Tony, you ever been like, I remember one day I was walking in Walmart, I swear to you. And I got out my car. This is on Belvedere. I got out my car and I'm getting out and I'm walking up on the sidewalk and this other car stopped right there to let this old white lady out. And the white lady get out, swing her purse. I'm trying to swing it and hold it up. I'm trying to swing it. One swing went up under her arm and she locked it. Niggas walking. It was right by Thanksgiving time. As she's walking in front of me because I don't want to run over her, I'm just strolling behind her, letting her take her time. And then I hear somebody say, it's a shame all these niggers. So at first I think I'm going crazy because I know it's like 2016, 2017. Ain't nobody just out here just talking like that.
Karen.
That lady said, you know, fucked around and let all these niggers out.
Like
I heard of this time. So I'm boiling in the inside. So as I watch, we walk in, the doors open, we go in. She turn around and look at me. Don't try to get my purse, nigger. I say, what you say to me? You heard me, nigger. I swear to y'all, I drew back just like this here. And as
She
I'm
was
going
crazy. She was crazy.
As I'm going full force on everything I love, this old black lady, I did not even know she was walking behind me. That lady caught me, caught my whole arm. Ah! I turn around. She said, don't do it, baby. Don't you do it.
Don't trade places with Sophia. It ain't worth it. All my life.
I'm so hot.
That was the grace of God saving you from going to jail. You were going down for that one.
But hold on. So I'm going to send money to Georgia. So I'm so hot, she still, the nigga was gonna hit me. The nigga was gonna hit me. So I go into the money center. As I'm in line, next thing I know, 3 sheriffs come up behind me. So automatically I go ballistic. The fuck y'all looking at me for? Calm down, Mr. Calm down, Mr. I say, hold on. No, ain't no calm down. I know you ain't coming in to talk to me about this racist ass white woman. They were like, that's what we're here to talk to you about. I say, well, what? What did she say to you? So I told the police exactly word for word what the lady said. What I didn't know was it was 3 white people and that old black lady that went to the sheriffs and told them what the lady had said to me. They had done already brought the white lady around there where I was at. I watched them trespass her and told her she couldn't come back to Walmart for a year because Walmart does not participate in that type of stuff. The money that I was sending the supervisor of Walmart, where I would say, how much money you was sending, Mr. Williams? I said, I'm finna send $200 to Jordan. He said, Walmart will pay for that. Go ahead. Going up there in Walmart, they sent $200 to my son free of charge for me because of the inconvenience of that white lady. I'm gonna tell my son. My son is a sheriff in Kentucky.
Not even in Florida.
She said Kentucky. Yeah, they escorted her right about that building, right onto her car.
That's what they're supposed to do.
I'm so glad I don't be encountering these Karens. Karens, keep living. Don't cross my path. Cause I ain't got no problem. Listen, I ain't got no problem with going to sit on that cot, get my 3 meals a day. So please, just don't cross my path. Okay? Because with all that stupid shit, my brain won't think to go.
Tiama, listen, but this was the funny thing. That old lady had the strength of God. Do you hear me?
I was gonna say when you went forward, I was wondering, snatch her ass forward too.
Yes, that lady stopped my hand like this. Don't you do it. Don't do it, sir. I was like, I'm looking at her hand like,
I'm about to hit you too.
No, I'm scared because this lady like 80 something. That lady stopped my whole arm.
She had flashbacks when she was a little girl, how they did the missiles in them trees.
Yeah, don't do it. She said, I said that jail, damn near rotted to death.
My sister and my brother can ride with you.
I can't be seen with no color, man.
But I ain't seen my kids in 10 years and my eye going bad. Let my sister ride with you, ma'am.
I don't know her either.
I can't with y'all.
Oh, yes.
My brother can ride and just spend a little time with my children and things.
With no color, man. Oh, well, see, I'm aware the problem don't happen with you because they said Karen. They said she's so close to our color. They thought you was a Karen.
Yeah,
that's Karen with a tan.
A yellow Karen.
Oh.
Nah, they be doing some crazy shit.
Well, here's our last video I'm gonna show, and then we're gonna get into tonight's topic. This one's called "Ken Gets Arrested." So they got the Karens and they got the Kens. Check this out.
Now chill the fuck out, and we can handle this.
No,
easy.
you're not gonna talk to me like that. I didn't bother you.
Here once.
I did not bother you. I didn't harass nobody.
Said you can make this easy, or you can
associated. What, man? You better get away from me, bro. Don't touch me. Why are you touching me?
Don't walk up on me.
Why are you touching me?
Don't
I'm
walk
trying
up
to
on
exit.
me. No, you're not going.
going.
You're being detained.
You're not a police officer. You can't detain me.
Doesn't matter what you're not touching me. I'll tell you what. Get down.
You're pointing a gun at me.
I ain't pointing shit at you right. Get down.
Here we go again. The white guy in the video, his name is Christopher Wall. He works for Adult Protective Services. He is not a cop. He is a rent-a-cop. And the man he's harassing there, it's a man by the name of Josh. Josh lives in the apartment buildings right next to that dog park. The dog park belongs to the other apartment buildings. The week prior to this happening, Josh was walking his dog Ziggy nearby his apartment building. His dog's foot got hung in some type of brush or something, and the dog was yelping. While Josh was trying to get the dog's foot from being caught, a lady from up the hill yelled, "Why are you beating your dog?" Quite a presumption to make. Josh informed her, in not so many words, that he wasn't beating his dog and to mind her own business. Fast forward a week, Josh takes his dog to this dog park. The lady sees Josh, takes her dog and leaves the dog park, and then calls that guy, who, by the way, could not be verified as security for the apartment buildings. It seems like he's just a friend of hers that happens to have a fake-ass badge he carries around because he's a rent-a-cop. Then he shows up to harass Josh.
And you gotta call why? Because I'm out here with my dog.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad you're doing that. I'll call a zone car. We can make this easy.
You don't gotta worry about it. I'm about to leave.
No, you ain't leaving yet.
Why can't I leave?
Because I'm detaining you right now.
For what?
For criminal trespass, because you don't live here.
Now, wait a minute, Barney Fife. I looked up the criminal trespassing laws in Tennessee. If you're on a public property without consent of the owner, that is trespassing. So Barney Fife here is saying that he's there without consent, but part of that means you have to be told you're not allowed to be there. No one had told Josh you can't be there. Also, under the same penal code, it says that a proper defense to this criminal trespassing is once you're told to leave, if you immediately leave, you're good. That is exactly what Josh tried to do, and Barney Fife tried to stop him. So he does not meet the legal grounds for criminal trespassing, and this rent-a-cop is overstepping his bounds by a lot and preventing Josh from leaving the property. And as you saw in the opening clip, then he assaulted him. So what happened when the cops showed up? Well, the cops looked at the video on Josh's phone. And as it turns out,
detaining you for committing a crime, okay? For trespassing. You hadn't been told, so you were committing a crime, okay? So when he told you that you're trespassing, and you said, okay, I'm leaving, you did the exact right thing.
well, I'll be damned. The cop just admitted there was no crime being committed because no one told Josh he couldn't be there, and that Josh did the right thing by trying to leave. So therefore, the rent-a-cop executed an improper citizen's arrest and therefore assaulted Josh for no reason other than racial profiling, of course. So obviously the cop is now going to arrest the white guy for assault, correct?
Doesn't matter if it's security or anything. I'm not saying the assault was justified. I'm not saying him detaining you was justifying you. I'm saying that he was acting in good faith.
And that's what you call the complexion for protection. Doesn't matter whether or not he's security or not. Not saying the assault was justified, not saying the detainment was justified, which means they weren't, but he was acting in good faith. That means I get where he was coming from. It was a black man scaring the white lady. Once again, the rent-a-cop works for Adult Protective Services. They already got 1 star, might as well lower that. Also, this happened in Nashville, Tennessee. I would love to hear the police chief's rationale to the general public as to why this cop chose not to arrest a man who literally assaulted another man on camera. Do your thing, Internet. Who literally assaulted another man.
Isn't that amazing? What do y'all say about that?
On camera.
Once you put your hands on me, all bets are off.
But he drew a gun, so at that moment, you got to back down because I'm gonna just say this. I tell my boys, all my boys that are old enough to purchase guns have guns. They go to gun ranges, they learn how to shoot. They know how to fight, but they're learning how to shoot. And until right then, if that young man had a gun that man down once he put his hands on him, he would have been justified. But black, especially black dudes, black men, we are so afraid to go and buy and purchase legal guns, but we don't have a problem buying burners. We don't mind buying a hot gun out the street and use it on one another, but we won't go to a gun show or a gun shop or a pawn shop and purchase these guns legitimately. If you're 21, well, actually, if you're 18, you can buy rifles and shotguns in gun shows and in pawn shops. But in order for handguns, Tiama probably got about 13 of them anyway, and T Savage. So
don't be put my business out, sir.
Ain't nobody coming over there to catch them slugs.
All them guns under one titty.
If they know. Oh my God.
Hey, look, Legacy, you laughing? Today, my brother just caught a body and one body and two possums. They're in intensive care up there in Bethesda.
They tried to do something to him?
Yep. He shot them up, killed them, and wait for the police. I just walked in the door before we went on this podcast. My brother, like literally, he called the police, he called my mama, he called us. We wind up coming down to West Farm. I'm like, dude, you empty all type of. No, he had a gun too. I'm sitting there looking at, you know how they have the little markers? I say, damn, it's always something going on in my family. Oh no, we shoot first, ask questions later.
Okay.
Give me my cot, but I'm still gonna be living.
Yes. So this is what I'm saying. We have to arm ourselves. If we look back at the Capitol riot, them Proud Boys, all them folks are licensed gun carriers. The NRA supports them. So while you don't have felonies on your record, gentlemen and young ladies, please go purchase your handguns. Learn to shoot them. Learn how to protect yourself. Because
and get your permit too.
Get your permit. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Because guess who's talking? They just showed you that even the video that showed him being assaulted, it wasn't enough for the white officer to lock up the white man. So if he killed you right then, he was justified. And the only person gonna tell the story is him and that white lady who were walking that dog. Mm-hmm. So we have to protect ourselves because we have nobody to protect us. I want y'all to remember right when COVID hit, and remember the little white boy in Kenosha who went to another state and gunned down people with his semi-automatic rifle. Tony, we showed the video of the little white boy that,
Let me tell you, you know you could say that, Legacy. Let me tell you what Roland Martin said. He said it's so easy for us as blacks to take a gun and turn it on a black person. But even when you know you should pull the trigger because you in a wrong situation with a white person, you'll think 5 times over and you'll be the one dead.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
If the skin on that person would have been black and that aggression was coming towards you, You as
It
a
would have
white
took
man, you
2
would
pounds
not
of pressure.
hesitate.
2
But
pounds of
being that
pressure,
it
that
is a
gun
white
wouldn't shoot.
person doing it, you will hesitate 5 times more to pull the trigger than if it was your brother on the other end of that. So what
Wow.
you're saying, you could tell them to go get a gun. But the way society has taught us and what has been hand-me-down from generation, you would prefer to do damage towards someone that looked like you than to
Yeah.
know you literally is in stand your ground law. You will not pull that trigger being that person is white. But your life is in the balance. Don't ask me why that is. But
That's crazy.
But you're
yeah.
right.
You're
But
right.
listen,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tony, hold on. The dude, remember he gunned down them people and killed like 2 people, and he shot another dude. The dude didn't die, but right now he's on trial right now.
The
Do you know?
17-year-old, and they done dropped the charges are lessened. Because
Yes.
they did not take into consideration that the firearm that he had, that he was in aggression, he was basically standing his ground. How the fuck?
Listen, this
you
is
shoot
what happened.
somebody without a gun and you was standing.
Tiama, this is what the judge has done. The judge said that, first of all, they were talking about how everything that the prosecutor has tried to use, like the boy was at school one day telling people how he want to kill niggas. Somebody wanted to testify about how his mindset was. Judge said, no, you won't. Then he emailed somebody talking about he was at a store and black people were coming out the store, and he said, oh, I think they're looting. And I wish I had my AR-15 with me right now. I'll kill all of them. That email could not be admitted in the court. The judge is setting the precedence of saying that even though he crossed state lines, which is against the law, with his gun, that pretty much what Tiama said, that because black people were rioting, it automatically made him be in a stand your ground, even though he had killed 2 people who was black before that never had a gun.
But how's that stand your ground when he don't even stay in that state?
This is what white privilege is. As long as you're white, you're right.
That's effed up.
Hey, look, this is going on right now, but I can promise you this. If they have a mistrial or this man don't get what's coming to him, that whole city gonna burn down. I promise you this. Them people letting you know that city is gonna burn up. So either way it go, they try to ignore it, it's gonna be bad. You try to downplay it, it's gonna be bad. Because at the end of the day, you left other people's children on that ground, and them people is about that life.
Yep.
So either way it go.
But they didn't do nothing with the George Floyd bill.
No. But
Tony.
that's not shocking. You older than us, Tony. Everything that you see, by now you should be immune, okay?
But that's the thing, Tony. I've shown y'all and I've told y'all. They have had 236 black bills that were presented to Congress and the Senate to use these bills to protect the rights of black people and the aggression of white people and any other race against black people in a hateful manner. And they have never been passed. 236 with the George Floyd bill.
Look at Tony's face, though. Look at Tony's face, though.
I'm just baffled. Because even with Tim saying, if things don't go according, then people are going to shut the city down. But they didn't shut the city down with the George Floyd situation.
Let me tell you, they did rioting and looting and stuff like that. But let me tell you, when y'all know that black people is not nothing, when George Zimmerman got off for killing Trayvon Martin.
And he's still breathing.
Then, a year to the day, I blame that on the mama and daddy because ain't no skin way. Ain't no. I just need y'all to put it on Jesus. Ain't no way. You kill my jet. Then a year to the day, you do an auction for that same gun talking about this a part of history.
Yep.
You kiss all. When I say kiss
But
all my ass, y'all
Tiamo.
come to my door and erased me yesterday. That
Tiamo,
whole
didn't
that
they
cracker
get
whole family be erased.
Tiamo, didn't he get $100,000 something for that gun?
Yes.
Yes. But like
Y'all gonna
Tiamo
mix
is
me with
saying,
that bullshit.
I agree with Tiamo. This is when and people don't pay attention. We've always been dying, but white folks did not get out openly as much and freely to gun us down until George Zimmerman killed Trayvon and went to trial and got off. Right after that, you had the black dude in New York. They get choked out by the police officers. After that, you had Philando Castillo. He got killed right in front of his child and his wife in the car. Then you had Tamir Rice. You had the black
the police
dude.
officer that thought she was in her apartment killed him.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, listen. Y'all
But the
better
funny
stop
thing
playing.
about that was this. The white lady the officer that killed that man in his own apartment, this was the sad part for me. The black judge, female judge, got off of the stand and hugged her and told her that everything will be okay. I wish I didn't have to sentence you to this. And gave her the least amount of time that she could within the guideline sentence. And it's just sad that we fully do not understand that this game of voting has been rigged since the first ballot was ever created. And all that is to give the masses an opportunity to feel like they're making change and that they're making progress and that we're putting people out. I mean, let's look around. What in the hell has Joe Biden done in a year?
Listen, I'll make y'all mad. I just turned full Republican. I done turned full Republican.
Okay.
I done turned full. No, y'all laughing. I'm so serious. I done turned full Republican.
I mean, I feel you on that, Tiamo, because I would rather be able to deal with somebody that can blatantly come out and tell me, fuck you. Than somebody to tell me, oh, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do to get you every right. I'm going to get this bill passed. And Joe Biden has no reason to say he's not getting these bills passed because you have Congress. You have the Democrats have the power over Congress, the majority vote. And it's a 50-50 with the Senate. And your vice president, which is Kamala Harris, has the deciding vote that can swing for that bill to get passed. But the only thing is that we're not paying attention to is this. Democrats who we vote into office that run up under the Democratic title are not Democrats. They're Republicans that could not win on the Republican side to get in this position. And the only way that they were going to get into a seat, they had to run as a Democrat, but they still in their heart is a Republican. That's like saying the Ku Klux Klan saying, hey, I'm going to denounce the Ku Klux Klan, but I'm going to become an officer and hide up under the cloak of the blue shield, and I still get to mistreat, abuse, and beat all races, especially niggers, as much as I want because this blue shield is going to protect me.
That's what they're doing, too.
So black folks, brown folks, even light-skinned yellow folks, pick up your guns and protect yourself. Do that for me.
Wow. Okay.
Tony.
Yes, sir.
ATL ho.
He said that. And we'll be back after this commercial break, and when we return, we're gonna get into tonight's topic.
The Anthony Brown Show and the ATL Show now have merchandise available for purchase. You can purchase your merchandise at the link located in the description section below the video. We have male and female shirts, male and female tank tops, jerseys, hoodies, and onesies for your infants. Yes, everything you need in apparel, we have it here. The Anthony Brown Show, along with the ATL Show. The ATL Show shirts proudly say we are the blueprint, and the Anthony Brown shirts grind until you shine. Get yours today.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Let's get into why do black women make it difficult to be approached in public. Before we get into this topic, I want to share a story that kind of coincides with tonight's topic. I remember a couple of years back when I was working in retail, I was working at Walmart. And y'all know Walmart is a melting pot of different cultures, races, genders, lifestyles, you name it, they're all there. And the particular Walmart that I was working in, they happened to have the little eatery place was a McDonald's. They had a McDonald's restaurant inside of the Walmart. And I had made a comment we had what we call our crew or the clique. So every day we went on lunch, we all kind of sat together right there in front of McDonald's at the high-rise tables so we could see in the store of Walmart as well as what's going on inside of McDonald's. So we're kind of like the nosy tables because we could see everything from where we were sitting. So one day, in our little clique too was, blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asians. We had them all in our clique. So I had made an interesting observation to the clique. I said, black people are so angry. And they're like, what you mean? I said, they take everything so offensively. I said, I'm going to prove it to you. Where we were sitting, we were directly in front of the speed registers, like 20 items or less. And they had 6 registers that was 20 items or less, registers 1 through 6. So we were directly in front of register 4. I said, see register 4 right there, cashier Miss Claudia? They said, yeah. I said, this is what we're going to do. I said, all of us collectively as a group, we're just going to stare at the customers that's coming out of register 4. We have no reason to be staring. We don't mean any harm. What's up, Kia? Glad you could join us.
Hey, Kia.
What it is, Miss Ackles?
I said, we're all going to just randomly stare at the register, at the customer, and we're going to respond according to how they respond. I said, I promise you, every person of color, preferably meaning blacks, are going to have an attitude, a unit on their face when they realize we're staring at them or looking in their direction. Every other race is not going to have an issue with it. So they was like, okay, well, we'll see. So let's do this little experiment. So we all did this to register for, just staring at the customers. I promise you, if 10 customers came through there, and let's say 5 were black and 5 was other, whether it's white, Hispanic, whatever, but mostly white. That's what we were basically focusing on, the blacks and the whites. But there was others in there too. Hey, Adrian. So, how you doing? So we're basically focusing on the whites and the blacks. I promise you, every white person, when they looked up and realized we were staring, or that they were now the center of attraction, every white person was like, they acknowledged that because they saw that as, I guess that was our way of greeting them, or we found them to be intriguing, so they spoke back. Good morning, or nodded their head. You know, all the white people.
Tiama family.
All Tiama and Savage family came through there. And I promise you, this was them.
Don't put me in that, because
Tony, now mind you, my mama hear
like,
you.
oh, they see something they like. Hey, that would have been me. You see something you like? Hey.
Oh, some even said, "What the hell y'all looking at? What the fuck you looking at?" And some of the black girls, like I said, they're very attractive girls. Some was pretty, some had their hair done. We could have been admiring you. We could have been at all as your beauty. And because of that is why I came up with, why do black women make it difficult to be approached in public?
Did you see that face?
Look at her face. And then
she just got gas. Leave her alone. She just got gas.
And some black women often ask the question, why am I in my 30s, 40s, or in approaching 50s and still haven't found a man? And sometimes the problem could very well be you. Sometimes you have to look within to see why. The answer is not always out there. Sometimes it's within. If you sometimes just look at the man in the mirror, or in your case, the woman in the mirror, and look within, and sometimes you can find the answer. Look at Savage, you're a whole fool. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it.
I am all manned out. They don't even care if they look. I don't even care. I'm content right now.
Go ahead, Linda.
I don't even know how to help y'all with that. Because I get approached by everybody. I'm always smiling.
Mm-hmm.
So, literally, for you to meet the bitch in me, you either got to be in my, like, literally be in my personal circle and you say some dumbass shit, or you got to do some really dumbass shit to meet the bitch in me. But when you do meet her, it's just because at this point in life, you should know the do's and don'ts of life. And if you don't know them, go educate yourself. Don't just be okay with being stupid. So me, I don't have tolerance for stupidness. But that whole why are black women hard to approach in public? When people see my face, could y'all make that a reality? Because some people that know they shouldn't even walk up to me just walk up to me. So
let me.
I don't give off that aura, so I need to learn that.
But let me correct you, Tiama, because Tiama, you're a very beautiful young lady. That's first of all. So I'm gonna hand that to you. You're very pretty. You're very attractive. 2, a lot of men are into breasts. You got those. You got that category covered. So that's another thing that's drawing them to you. You as well, Savage. You know what I'm saying? So with men being approached,
not doing watermelon.
Oh,
that's why I'm like.
So I'm saying, so when a man approach you, because a man can't look at you and say, "Oh, she's married," or she don't want to be bothered. he's gonna shoot his shot. You know, whether it's hey red or what's up black or what's up my queen or what's up my beautiful sister or what's what's up mama or whatever, however his approach is, he's not coming at you in a negative way. You know, what's up my queen? That's a compliment. What's up gorgeous? What's up beautiful? What's up sexy? What's up whatever? So when he approach you with the compliments, you and Tiama and Savage, y'all both need to respond. So when he approach you with the compliment, you know, what's up, mama? What's up, beautiful? What's up, sexy? What's up, gorgeous? What's up, brick house? Whatever the approach is, it's a compliment. Because if he's trying to get with you, he's not gonna come at you derogatory or negative. So when he comes to you, and I'm not saying that you're doing the stank face and you're doing the bad, like, oh, get away, or why you here and all that, but when I'm asking you, you're speaking for women, not just for Tiama, but you're speaking for.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, I don't even know how to relate to that, because not even to relate, I don't even see that in the everyday life with people. I got a little sister, she is bomb. Like when I tell you, baby is everything. My little sister, I call her my black diamond. When I tell you, dudes shoot they shot all the time, so I'm not around women that dudes just be like, and I be wanting to tell them for that dude, if you was maybe light skinned or white, you got a shot. But being that you not Iba or white, with that black girl, you just wasting your energy. Yeah, that's what I call my Spanish. Hey, boo. But no, my sister, that is what she likes. So if you're a brother and you try to talk to her,
you don't stand a chance in hell.
So what's your response, Savage? Like, I mean, how do you feel when guys approach you or step to you or hey queen, hey mama, hey whatever? What's your immediate reaction?
It depends on the intention. I mean, I'll speak to anybody that speaks to me. Hey, how are you? Hey, King, hey.
So you don't
I'll turn what you think about to be you flirting into a casual, hey, how you doing?
So you don't give the same face or the attitude face.
No, because sometimes I just feel like you just don't know what people have gone through before they've encountered you, and you just saying hi in a friendly way might be a smile that they need. As far as if it was me in register for it, I saw them people looking at me, I'd be like, hey, I just told y'all, like, how y'all doing? That would have been me. What you looking at me for? I'd be like, oh, you like what you see? Let me give you a show, baby. Okay.
See, I think you're right. She would have started twerking. I was like,
y'all would have seen.
Okay.
Let me get my dignity.
She would have twerked because and the thing about it is, a lot of guys, my male friends, have even said to me, they find it a little bit belittling or intimidating that when they see females now, sometimes it's their type or what they're looking for, or they want to holler, but it's like, why is it even worth it?
You got it together.
You got to realize nowadays with some of the things that are approaching women, by the time that dude probably rolled up on her, she like, okay, here we go with one of these lame rub ass niggas. When I tell you the potential out there and shit to where, honey, when they come up, it automatically probably put them in the mood like, bitch, what the fuck you?
Especially if they dusty looking. Especially if they dusty looking. But lately I've been having men that approach me that are married and don't care. You married, yeah, but that don't mean nothing. That mean a lot to me.
To piggyback on what you just said.
Because this right here break up a happy home.
Oh, okay. Now, Savage, you said just especially if they dusty looking or they not up to par or whatever. Now,
I'm just saying, yeah, but I mean, I'll speak to anybody that speaks to me.
You can't judge a book on its right now. You have to, because women are nurturers and they are creators. They'll create a man.
Let me tell you something. I done created 3 of them and married 3 of them and nursed them and motivated them for
Let me tell
somebody
you,
else.
black
Not
women
happening
are
again.
tired. Let me help you. Black women are tired.
Let me finish.
Point
I ain't nurturing. Let me finish. I ain't nurturing to motivate nothing. No more building bills. You got to have your own everything.
Let me finish that. Because look,
Repeat that
when Michelle
for the people in the
Obama,
GD section.
when Michelle
Okay.
met Barack,
Hey, babe.
when Michelle met Barack, his car had a rusted bottom, and you could see the ground as they were driving.
So he had the car.
And he became the first black president.
He had a car. He wasn't on nobody's bus.
That's true. But I'm saying, had she judged him on his right now, okay.
That's not no. Because I didn't say you couldn't talk to Barack because he had a hole in his car. He had a car, which means she had to do something, put some things in to get that piece of car.
May have looked down on that.
Huh?
Some people may have looked down on that. It was a piece of car because it wasn't even a car. It was a.
Well, I'm talking about me. Listen.
It wasn't even a CAR. It was a CAH, a car.
It don't matter.
You know, no. But listen, what I'm saying.
I get it.
Because it wasn't up. It wasn't the.
I understand.
It wasn't the Air Force Ones. It was, the Payless shoe. So because it was a Payless shoe and not the Air Force Ones, they judged him. It still was a shoe.
But see, I'm different. Like I don't judge off of shoes. Like I don't judge off of shoes.
Well,
because you might have some name brand shoes on that's dirty, but this one over here got Payless shoes, but they cleaning them up. They 10s, but I keep them clean though, like that. Yeah. Because I respect a man with Payless shoes that's clean as opposed to a man with $200 shoes and they dusty.
Because my thing is, if you got $200 shoes, that means that's less money you're gonna spend on me.
Well, I ain't thinking like that because if you're making enough money, you can do what you want to do. So I'm learning that very quickly.
Legacy, say something, because I mean, you
all right,
just talk.
Here we go. We're gonna remove.
Why you sound like Michael Jackson when you say "Here we go"? Here we go. Excuse me.
Because he said that like he know he about to get in trouble.
A lot of people wear dusty $200 shoes. I've seen plenty of people. Mellow.
Well, listen.
A lot of people wear that. Maybe you don't, but I've seen it.
Let me say this. I've heard you ladies speak, and I've watched. I grew up in the streets as well as y'all. Y'all have a lot of family values that y'all grew up with someone instilling in you to not be so materialistic. So you understand, you appreciate a man when you see a man and he's just getting off work and you can look at him and know that, okay, he might do construction, but dang, he still gets up to go to work to be what?
The T7 roll her eyes.
See, you see him and you say, dang, he's a provider. He gets up and what they say, Savage?
It says, what about a man with work clothes on from doing, I guess they meant to say doing yard work.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
Man in America.
I will take, listen, I would rather a man try to talk to me in dirty Timberland work boots and funky and a mother than somebody that's clean, looking like they just rolled up out their house and it's 5 o'clock. What kind of work you doing, sir?
You better be brokering. But,
right.
But that's what I was saying, Savage, that if we're basing this off of the newer generation. There's always been such thing as, gold diggers throughout history. But you now see it so fluently now. You see it more common that mothers raise their daughters to chase the bag, not chase the bag as go get you a good education so much and get your own. But if you're going to be popping this pussy, at least pop it for a basketball player, or pop it for a dope dealer, or pop it for somebody that brings in a bag that's, you know, that most men don't bring in so easily. Not saying that they can't get that number, just on a consistent basis. These women out here are very materialistic, and they want to be pampered and taken care of on a way without. Hold on, back it up to you. I'm gonna back it on up.
Let's see. The last two women we had on here contradicts everything you say.
But I'm not basing it off of those. I'm basing it off of. And you're right. But all you have to do is go to Instagram, and they're called Instagram models. And
So
these
my
women.
question is, why you afraid? No, why are you afraid to walk up to Black Pool Nanny nowadays?
I'm not. But
okay, so I think it's with us. I think it's with some of these men ain't got their shit together and their game is whack. So that's what they're afraid of.
To be honest, Tiama, I don't think it's even. Go ahead, Savage.
The new generation is
Mello said the new generation is awful. These dudes don't get numbers; they get IG screen names.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. The game has changed, and it ain't that the men don't have their game together. I mean, they shit together. Is women don't have their shit together either, and expect for a man to help them get their shit together. It's a team.
But with what the title of the show is called.
But I'm trying to get to it, and you're not letting me get to it.
You so long-winded.
Get to it, because I'm trying to figure out, because I like to talk to girls. I can walk up to any woman. It don't matter, poor, rich, in between. If I'm trying to get at you, I don't give a fuck. You can have a stinking look on your face. By the time I'm done, you're gonna be smiling. So,
but Tiama, most women would be receptive to another woman with a pleasant smile coming up saying hi. But most men who encounter those same women who do not come dressed to impress, does not have on a tie, does not drive BMW, Challenger, or Savage.
Tina Mo said, why should women be subject to being lectured into being pressured into a stranger dangerous situation? Anyway, why skin and grin for everyone is dangerous? Some get the wrong impression.
I can agree with you on that, Ms. Mo. But at the same time, we're just talking about someone, and that's true, but we're talking about pleasantry. We're talking about somebody just genuinely saying, hey, and a prime example. Go Savage.
That's how I got pregnant, looking in the guy's face who told me that I was cute.
That is not how you got pregnant. You have to lay down.
Okay. Let me tell you a story right quick.
I don't even know how to respond to that right there, Tina Mo child.
Listen, y'all. Listen, no lie. When I first moved here from Georgia, I was taught to open doors for women. I was taught to hold doors for women when I'm going into a store or a building, and this is how I was raised, to be polite and make sure I'm courteous to women. I was here 5 months, and I remember plainly walking to the convenience store because it was down the street from my house. Got to the convenience store, I see 2 women getting ready to come in the store. I hold the door for them. As they go in the store, I hear the other lady say to me, "Damn, that nigga green." I say, at that time, I'm thinking that's a hell of a compliment. So when I go back to the house, I was like, "Yeah, man, I was up there at the store, and the lady told me I was green for holding the door for him." And she was like, "What you smiling for?" I like, that was a compliment. She was like, "Nigga, that ain't no damn compliment." She was like, she was calling you lame. They called me lame for holding the door because
the lady don't know how the lady don't know how she's supposed to be treated. So she
right.
don't
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. What was this convenience store?
It was just a convenience store.
No, where?
It was around somewhere in West Palm Beach.
He said Rivera. Okay.
I didn't say Rivera. I said West Palm Beach.
Hey, look, we got to the root of that.
So I was devastated, not in a way of like, oh my God. I just didn't know that being here in Florida, in this area where I was at Rivera, that that niggas don't hold down.
Hey, look, we bougie in West Palm. That's how I knew. He didn't tell you nothing like that in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Listen, nigga. Yes, Melvin. Yes. So, you know, it bothers me because I'm like, all my life I've been taught to make sure that I cater to women, whether it's just a courteous hey or holding the door for them. And then at that time, I had really just came home from being incarcerated for 3 years, and my clothing game went all the way up like I normally am. None of that wasn't together. So when they saw me coming, I wasn't appealing because I already had I had a Georgia swag that was like, niggas could see you coming from a mile away. I had creases in my pants, shit like that. So they were like, well, who the hell is this country ass nigga with creases in his pants?
And I remember growing up, we did the creases.
Yeah. So when I moved here, I had to change everything about what I knew, how I felt about things, because there was times I knew that you could go up to a woman and
Miss Simmons says smiling and pleasantry from a female sometimes might get her yoked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we don't all have to look at everything in the negative and say, oh, if you got a man, there's plenty of women I done ran and got in contact and shot my shot, and they got a ring on and they be like, no, baby, you know, I appreciate it, but I'm married. And the one thing I say to him, make sure you let that man know he's a lucky man. And I keep it pushing because I do respect the fact that
Melo said it's a select y'all here to move like that for.
Right. So it's just that
the younger generation don't want it.
Yes.
Because last year around this time we was talking. Well, no, it was like summertime. My friend's daughter, they was going to the prom. She told a boy, "Don't come open the door for her. That's corny." Literally, they was she had got them a BMW with the convertible top. Dude went to go open up the door. She told, don't do that. That's corny. Girl, corny. You say you finna take me on a date. Even my baby daddy will tell you, I'll be like, I ain't going, you talking about a date. We going where? Oh, you ain't open my door? Who going with you?
That's not
you wait for your beat bitch. Okay, because it can't be me.
Beat bitch.
Okay.
He pushed the button, the door opened, she opened the door, she get in. No. You ain't even got to worry about taking me out, baby. Keep moving, baby. But automatically know to go grab that door.
Yeah, that's what a gentleman does. But, you know, like I say, for me, I'm never intimidated by a woman regardless, but I do remove or refrain myself from being around any type of negative energy. If I feel that you're not a type of female, and that aura, you can see it from a mile away. Because if a female get out
why
the car,
not break it?
Huh?
Why not break it? Like, why not break it? Me, if I see somebody in a bad mood, Anya will tell you this. And you like going up as a female. When I walk up to females, I don't go up to them like, oh.
She done knocked herself off.
See, the internet knew she was lying.
Don't you do my best friend like that.
Go back in the room, girl.
Well, what are we, Savage? What are we?
Not my best friends.
Heard me tell him, I said the internet knew she was lying.
This one mama.
No.
Say, you said the internet knew you was lying.
Mama.
You said the internet knew you was lying, and I said, don't talk about my best friend like that. Listen.
Tony already know. I'd be with his mama if she was still living. He know.
Sarah.
He no. He no. He know better than anybody. But no, I walk up to a female and they can have a badass, like looking like they having a bad day. Why you look frozen? And I be like, and I just say something funny. But it should never be a reason that you feel like you can't approach somebody. I think that's the insecurities of that man that's afraid to approach that woman.
No, because, well, I think the women created that though, because like I said, it's 2 or 3 guys I know. 2 or 3 guys who I know are good looking guys. Got swag, got they style, they flair. And women be
have it ever dawned on you maybe he stinks, his breath stinks. He just don't have.
As I said, they got the flair, they got the style, they got, they buy exotic oil master, so I know they smelling good. So it's these women.
Nah, not really. Or maybe they playing for the wrong team and trying to fit in with a team that they're not for.
Oh.
What team is that?
Team Boys.
I don't understand that one.
Team, they saying that they approach
Team Boy means boy. Team Boy on the team of the boys.
Name any, like there's now a man. If it's a guy I'm attracted to, I'm a girl. I'm gonna get at you. I'm not gonna sit there and play the game. Oh, let me flip my hand, see if he approach me. Hell no, I'm gonna approach. If it's a girl that I see, or even like I said, if someone is just sitting there and they look sad, you may never know just by you talking to them, you could stop them from committing suicide or something. I would literally go. That's why I'm like, nah, I need to go out with one of these men with you, and I can tell you what's the problem. Because it ain't being able to just approach a female.
See, I'm the type of person, I tell all 3 of these people, out of the 3, one of which I think do have kind of like a low self-esteem. And sometimes that is true, or that is exposed in their approach. I, for one, like I was telling Legacy an old story, and I think I told you this too, Tiama. I'm a big dude. And but one thing I have is confidence. And I remember back in the days when I used to go to the club, I remember we had like 2 carloads of all my friends. We all went to the club. I mean, we was deep. And there was this dude, and it was in the West Palm Beach club, but the dude that was in the club on the dance floor with no shirt on, fine as hell, was from Miami, dancing by himself. All my friends thought they were going to get at him because they're the 32, 34-inch waist, 6-pack, tatted up, picture perfect model, blah, 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 all my friends. I'm up here, fluffy. Smelling good, looking good, the fashions was on point. But, me and my homegirl, Amy, me and her standing together, so everybody thought me and Amy was a couple. So I just stood there and had my little swag and my little confidence and everything, and I'm watching the dude from afar. All my friends throughout the night was trying to shoot their shot. No play was given. Dude walked off the dance floor, walked straight up to me and said, "Do you have a phone?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Let me see your phone." I handed him my cell phone. He dialed his number and pressed send and then hung up. So I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I just dialed my phone. My phone's outside in the car." So now I have your number. He said, what's your name?
Now they should have called you Green for that one, talking about what are you doing? What you think that man doing?
I'm trying to have small talk and conversation. So he said, what's your name? So I told him my name. He's okay. He said, I'm finna go over to the restroom. When I come back, you owe me a dance. I said, all right. So boom. So now I have his phone number in my phone. My phone number is in his phone in the car. I put my phone back in my pocket. So while he in the bathroom, all my friends running over to me, bitch, what he said to you? What happened? Da, 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 da. You know, and I said, gave him his phone number. They're like, yeah, right. And I showed my phone. They're like, bitch, you know, how and what? You know, I did this and I did that and I said this, I said that. I said, I don't know. I said, but I'm gonna find out. When he came out, he acted like they wasn't even standing there. He grabbed me and said, you ready? And pulled me to the floor. He didn't say you ready and waited for my answer. He said you ready and continued walking as he was pulling me to the dance floor. So we got on the dance floor and danced the entire night until they turned them lights on and said, last call for alcohol. You got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. We danced until that speech was made.
Gazing in each other's eyes.
And I whispered in his ear and I said, you know, why not my friends? He said, all of your friends made me feel like a piece of meat. You didn't. You stood your ground and you waited your shot. It's like the boy sitting on the sideline of the football team waiting to play on the team. And that's what happened. So, and he said, you portrayed confidence, they didn't.
T Savage and Tam, sometimes I really do look down on men because y'all don't never see no wrong in women. It's always be men. What's the issue? LOL. Cordell Nance. I did not say anything negative about a man. Like, what are you saying?
Cordell,
why don't you chime in and bring your ass on the camera so we can talk about this face to face?
Cordell
to the stage. Coming to the stage. Come to the front of the congregation.
I do.
Cordell, thank you. Thank you, Cordell.
There are very few men that I hold up on a pedestal. Other than that, I do look down. Like, honey, y'all don't be in my clip view, let alone my review. So you might be right.
Well, I don't do that unless it's warranted. I do it when it's warranted. When I've seen the track record and I see.
I do it all the time so that you earn that. Once you earn me to not look down on you and say, damn, that's the man. Extra Legacy, I used to get his ass to business. He had to show me the man that he was. I'm this type of father. I'm this type of this. Or you get absolutely.
Well, Mr. Cordell, if you want to come on the show live, and
please do.
Don't do it.
Well, the link is in the description below.
Cordell, don't do it. Your head gonna be swabbling, not wobbling. It's gonna be swabbling.
The link is in the description below. Click on the link and come on in the room.
They're gonna devour you.
Not really.
Don't do it, Cordell.
I just like a man to be a man.
And what is that?
And nowadays, men are so used to. It's okay for them to grow up to be these grown ass little boys because no one holds them on what it takes to be a man and what is a man should be. Half of these men be in relationships with girls that are literally their mama to tell them where they going, how you going, who you with, why you with. I ain't got time for that. If I gotta ask a dude where you at, how you going, that's a grown ass man. Let me go get his mama for him. So I don't know. I just listen. The way my daddy raised me, that's how I do.
Let me say this, Tiama Savage. I do understand where both of you coming from on that, but we got to just look at society as a whole. Just everything, and you just gave a prime example. You grew up, your homegirl grew up, Savage grew up, even I grew up, and Tony grew up, that it was okay for chivalry. It was okay for a man to hold the door for you. It was okay for a man to open the door for you. Your goddaughter or your niece said, don't do that. That's corny. So at times this generation of people are walking away from the heritage and the how you treat a woman. It's the you know what I'm saying. It's okay to be an independent female and be strong, but at the same time, you can't say I don't need a nigga. But if I get a nigga, he needs to be able to take care of me. Tony was telling me about this thing he was watching the other day. About it was a little show where.
Do y'all still love me? Yeah, if you click that link, we might. I want to know where it's coming from.
I'm gonna love you forever, Cordell.
As Tony was looking at the link, it was 3 women and it was 1 man, or a couple of men, and they were asking the women if men choose them, what do each one of them bring to the table outside Savage.
Gosh, Cordell, they call me a fool in love for legacy. It doesn't get any worse than that. So you are lying. They are not discriminating here.
But no, legacy. I know what you're talking about because they asked them what they bring to the table. They don't like what I was telling Tony because he mentioned that a lot of people, when they hear what do you bring to the table, they're thinking financially, material. They're not thinking from what do you really bring to the table? What aspects do you bring to the table?
But Tiamo, but when a woman asks a man, what do you bring to the table? One of the top 2 key components that have to be contributed into that conversation is financial stability.
The first thing he better say to me is security.
So that's when financial stability.
If that ain't the first thing he say, that ain't the man for me.
So listen, when a man asks a woman the same thing, she better be able to say the same thing on how she's going to water this grass. Even if it's me, see, your pussy don't water the grass. Your head don't water the grass. None of that don't water the grass. What was the
first thing Tayama said she bring to the table?
That you know how to enhance a man's life, whether it's financial, because truthfully, if you don't need a man, because you know how to go out and get your own bag and bring money to the table.
Amen.
But that's the same thing with Savage. That's the same thing with Tony. So when a man, women, a lot of women who are only basing their relationship status off their beauty and their figure. When a man asks her outside of your vagina and your head, how can you enhance my life? They do not know what to say the same way though those 3 women didn't know what to say. They themselves couldn't say, I have a BA in architecture. I'm a lawyer. They couldn't say that I'm a teacher. They were shut mouth closed because
but there still ain't nothing that you bring to the table.
Well,
is a vagina box.
If you're an accountant, you're bringing your knowledge to the table because 2 of the guys own their own business. So you could enhance his business.
And how you enhance his business is because, let's say he already has an accountant. Now his woman, who is an accountant, can now go over the books that the accountant said that he did. So now she goes back behind him and see, well, damn, baby, this motherfucker had done stole $18,000 from you just in the first quarter. You missed it because you're making so much money, you don't see $18,000. But somebody who is for you,
yeah, I'm being in your business too.
So
this sounded like a job. Gotta go.
So when somebody look at women, and I look at Savage, and I can look at Tiama and say, well, damn, if I was with Tiama, she's going to enhance me on how to be a better entrepreneur. She's going to show me ways to make money grow. If I'm dating Savage and I'm having a chance to date Savage, and I ask her what she brings, a grand education. She has a master in education. So off the top, she's going to give me another avenue how to be very intellectual, how to pronunciate, how to actually maybe possibly run a bit. You see what I'm talking about? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Pronunciate, I can't.
So it's enunciate.
Enunciate.
Okay, then don't say it to me no more. Gold mouth.
Who the hell you would be an arm?
Oh, hell no.
I'm not sure who you talking to.
But
like,
so
you were talking to Marilyn back down that wall.
So when a man looks at you or you two ladies, they have something. They themselves know that, baby, if I fall on a hard time and I need you, you're gonna hold me up. That pussy can't hold me up forever.
It was on OnlyFans, it can.
Unless that's what we finna do.
Oh my God! Look, and you ain't hear him say "we," so he down for the cause on that shit too.
But this is what Tony's talking about, because these women, and I'm not talking about the middle generation. I'm talking about anything pretty much from 18 legal wise to on broad to at least 30 have not really stepped into the rationale of, you know what, I need, if I'm gonna go get a good man, I'm gonna make it to where almost anyone can be approachable to where I can speak and get a vibe. Hey, how you doing? Like Savage say, hey, how you doing? Oh, if he's gonna shoot his shot, even though she gave him the hey, how you doing? Like, hey, friend. Most niggas understand when you get a woman that say, hey, oh yeah, I'm finna get ready to run, baby. It's good to see you next time. And then you get, hey, how you doing? My name's such and such. Oh, okay, yeah. You know, how could I, you know what I'm saying? Are you single? Are you married? If she got the time to hear your story, she may be interested. But that woman that's trying to get in that goddamn car.
Remember, y'all came from a man and a woman, fool.
Cordell, just come on before they can cut your goddamn neck off.
I came from a woman.
Not true.
He skeeted in the woman, and it made me. But it was a woman that pushed out this big ass head.
The first birth is from the man.
Nutsacks.
Period.
Period. My ass. I don't remember playing with his balls.
All mommy did was incubate.
My mama did it all.
The egg had to be present in order for the sperm to fertilize.
The egg after 27 and a half days, the egg drops and it becomes stinking, and you get a cycle. Meaning it's no good. Sperm can live in your body. It's over 27 million sperm cells that come out of a man's penis when he ejaculates every time. That's right.
You know you got a whole tribe.
Be quiet.
I was gonna go there, but I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Cordell, I'm not finna fight these women. You come on here and fight them about that. Them women ain't finna kill me tonight. You hide behind the camera, Cordell. Come on and let them cut you.
I know, but no, Cordell, listen. I'm a daddy's girl. I'm a full throttle daddy's girl. I don't like my mama. I just started liking my mama when I got in my 30s. My mama was on this broadcast. We kept it 100.
Yeah.
We went 8 years not even talking to each other. I saw her in Walmart. I tooted up my ass and walked the other way like she didn't even give birth to me. So listen, I am truly a daddy's girl. Trust me. So I probably swam in his nut sacks. I just don't remember. I know I was in her belly.
You was alive in his sack before you was alive in her stomach.
You got to remember, mama's baby's daddy's maybe. I ain't never get a DNA test, so I don't know if I belong to the nigga or not. So we just got to entrust that what my mother told me was true.
Well, that is true. That is true. But whoever child you belong to, you was in somebody's man sack alive before you got to your mama.
I promise y'all, the way I treat dudes is what how my dad taught me to treat y'all, just to be. And he always told me niggas ain't about shit. They gonna tell you anything in your hands.
I swear to God, I'm telling Naya everything your daddy told you.
So
everything.
Y'all can't blame me. Y'all gotta blame a man for the way men Anya look at people. Cause her daddy been in her whole life. That's my husband. I should know.
I thought it was just your boyfriend.
Hey, we've been together so long. We've been together so
Do
long.
not, do not egg her on. Do not co-sign her.
Let me tell you, I have my stepdaughter just need to get it together. You would think she would have fallen in line by now. Still going back and forth.
Cordell.
Tiama.
Hi, babe.
What's up, T Savage?
Hi, Cordell. How are you?
Hold on, before y'all battle Cordell. I just want to remind all the viewers out there that I have a couple of shows coming up where I'm going to need married couples. So if there's any married couples out there want to participate on the show, I'm not going to tell you what the topic is going to be, but I need 2 married couples to come on the show.
Me and my husband Junior will be there.
Married couples
willing to come on live. So if there's any married couples, reach out to me.
Me and my husband Junior.
Who is Junior and how is he your husband?
No comment.
Girl,
no comment.
Okay, we gonna let you know. See, you been out. Rona had you miss a little something. I done been to the courthouse recently. I'm gonna let you know.
So 2 married couples to reach out to me, inbox me some kind of way, reach out to me, or let me know that you're willing to be on the show, and I'll let you know what it's all about. Also, I need 4 single females to come on the show. 4 single females to come on the show that's looking for a man to come onto the show. And again, I'm not gonna tell you what the topic is going to be, but I need 4 females that want to come on the show. That's looking for a man, and we're gonna help you find a man right here on the ATL show.
On the ATL show.
First of all,
I recently got married, so I'm also. But hey,
hold on. Hey, I love everybody, especially UT and UT Savage, but I gotta take Legacy side on this, as far as like the sperm. If y'all believe in the Bible say the seeds come from the man, right? So the sex of the gender of the baby depends on the man, right?
Right.
So Tiama, what is you talking about? Your mama did it all.
She is a woman.
I know he didn't listen to that whole thing with what I just said. Did he, y'all?
Tiama, let me tell you something. I thought you knew these ladies. Savage is neutral. Savage will chop a man or a woman head off. Tiama is a woman protector. But when they are together, it's over.
I disagree.
What
I would chop a head off when it is warranted. It has to be warranted first. It's not just you just gonna chop somebody's head off. It's got to be a reason.
But he said you do males and
no, but he said when we get together, it's still got to be a reason when we get together too. For me,
well, my head done rolled a few times.
Not for me. She just got to be going out. I'm just gonna jump in.
See what I'm talking about?
You hit them low, I hit them high.
You know what?
Been that way since they were 4 months.
No, cause she's
all jokes aside. All jokes aside, but Anthony, remember I was telling you about Tiama. Like I can tell she's very genuine. She's very nice, and she has a really caring heart. In spite of what everybody sees on this show, but she really does have a heart for people. And if it really came down to fighting, let's say if I'm in the mall and I'm about to get jumped, she will step up and help. But now, don't get it twisted, everybody. If y'all just going out there looking for trouble, you on your own now. But I'm just saying, like, I believe I can tell she has a heart.
Actually, my best friend said,
You too,
if I love you,
T Savage.
if I love you, you won't even get an option to something I love.
You won't even get a chance to throw a punch if you with Tama, because before you can react, this help. We ain't telling ourselves. She doing that though.
Hey,
Legacy.
Yes.
I am the silent crawler. That whole arguing back and forth, I do not do well with arguing at all. At all.
Except for with me.
Savage, Legacy, and Tiama.
Yes.
If y'all have any questions for Cordell, because he's actually the one who came up with tonight's topic.
Okay. So Cordell, being that you are a married man, why is this even a subject that was on your mind? We're gonna start there.
Say that again.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it 5 more times. Being that you are a married man, why was this even a subject? Because you shouldn't be approaching that woman.
Well, honestly, the reason why that was on my mind, because I have seen it, not just based off of my experience. I'm talking about when I was single, but I had experienced it myself, and I still see it being done to other men. So that's why, that's what made me come up with that topic. And me and Anthony was talking, and I guess we just decided to, come up with the topic of the show. If that answered your question.
So what is the scenario? You walk up to a woman, what is it that she's giving you that makes her unapproachable?
Well, dirty looks. Like it's like I'm trying to figure out how to explain this, but it's like, how you can pick, like you have that feeling in your spirit, like you can tell, like because usually when you have that feeling, you don't be wrong. But so it's like before you can even approach them,
before you get on the mission.
Right.
Put it like this: we always, and you a woman too, you always go by this gut feeling. You see what I'm saying? So why sit there and take that chance? And help me out, Legacy. Why sit there and take that chance?
Let me help you.
When you go ahead.
So basically, it ain't that she does something that is unapproachable, because some people could be looking a certain way and they the sweetest person in the world. But if you're going by, oh, she looks like she's that, you could have been that person to turn the frown upside down to where you
I agree in certain
before you even get to the mission.
Yeah, I agree with you, but sometimes like them looks can, really put it like this. Them looks can really, you could be right with your assumption, what you was assuming before you can even make that approach. Like, let's say if I see you, let's say me and you didn't know each other, and I see you out in public, and you got this stank ass look on your face, and I'm like, damn, I want to holler at her so bad. Like, damn, but I don't know if I. But then when I go up to approach you, and I'll be like, excuse me, hey, how you doing? And you don't talk to me.
No.
That means my gut feeling was telling me I was right.
Let me help you with your gut. Anytime you see a woman, she be in a bad mood, first of all, you address that mood. And case in point, when I say you address that mood, be like, darn, I see you sitting over here so sad. Is there anything that I could do to take that sadness off your face? Because you really are a beautiful woman. You literally got to already go after what you saying you see.
But so some women, I'ma just say,
listen, I know what Cordell is talking about.
Go ahead, Legacy. Go ahead.
Shit is real. So, and that's what I'm trying to get you to see, Tiama. You're basing it off of because you may not be like that, but in the
Exactly.
streets.
Dude,
When
we
you
had
have
you
very-
in the streets. Now, mind you, we had you in the streets, and you was in the
Mhm.
real streets, and you was pulling up on women and shit. No confidence
But
made
guess
them
why?
bitches say,
But guess why,
yes.
Tiama? Let me tell you what makes it easy. Let me tell you what makes it easy. Having a pleasant feature of pleasant face to look upon, smelling
You
nice,
pleasant.
very. I'm not too harmful for the eyes. So get back, Savage. But you know, you gotta have. It's certain things that I feel like every man should always be presentable, unless he's getting off of work. And then that's when the misconception come in, because it takes a woman and not a little girl to understand that this is a grown man that just got off of work. This is why he's walking around here dirty, getting a Gatorade, coming off of work or on break, and this is why he looks this way. Instead of trying to see that, you know, so some women do what Cordell say, because they're more superficial and they're more materialistic than a woman that is seasoned as you and T Savage and Tony.
But I get what you're saying, but let's see, you cannot say that if from your persona, you look at her, you like, nah, she look like she ain't gonna play. You didn't even attempt the mission.
But
that's
if I don't seen this happen, that's like trying to break into Fort Knox and steal the gold bars. You know that you know how many people are trying to break into Fort Knox? No, you don't know, because
but
they
let
dead.
me tell you, but everybody not legacy though. I feel legacy.
That's right. But guess what? They're dead, and you won't even know who they were. They tried to broke into that bitch. So if I don't see 200 niggas running to this brick wall, there's no need for me to bust my head on this brick wall. I'm okay. I'll wait for the next one.
Let me ask on the panel a question.
Nah, not me.
Let me ask the panel a question. Okay, why is it so easy to walk up to a white woman and try to holler at a white woman than it is with a black woman?
Hold on one second.
Yeah, go ahead, Savage.
Finding love on the whole line might be exciting. If I just so happen to get pregnant, I'm going to name my baby after Tiama and Savage, because they are my birth control, saving me from guys like.
Oh, come on, man.
That was a good one, Miss Mo. That was a good one.
I love me some her.
See, let me say this, Cordell, on that question before we get ready to get out of it, because we already crossed the threshold.
Yes.
I think when it comes to dating and the quality of women or men that people date is based off of financial stability and status. If you are making hundreds of thousands, you are able to date in the lower pool and in the 100,000 range. So when you become that, when you get in that financial area, you get to date a little bit better and have a different area or type of women that you normally wouldn't be subjugated to. Then if you become a millionaire, you go up because your tax bracket go up, so that puts you in another level of different types of models and women, and even the Instagram models that you once couldn't get to are now at your beckon. That's for women and men. I feel like for white women, if you look at the type of white women that date black men or subjugated to being allowed to talk to black men, they the fluffskins. They're definitely fluffskins, or they are the trailer park trash, or the rebellious white girl who's trying to prove something to daddy, and this is why she's fucking niggas. So when you're asking why they're so easy, why they're so, no, they're not just that they're pleasant, because there's some plenty pleasant black women that are easy to go and talk to. Most people who tend to follow and go to white women, especially black men, is because you don't have enough game to get you a black woman.
Some of that is true.
I want to add too, also, like I often tell people, male, female, gay, and straight, I said, looks is temporary. That only captures your attention. It doesn't keep your attention. What keeps your attention is your confidence. You have to be able to sell yourself. Because you can be beautiful, but be dizzy in the brain, and you can't carry the conversation. So you just pretty, but we can't even have a conversation. So I'm done. Whereas you could be okay looking, but you got game, you got confidence. You know, you're building your Fortune 500. You're building an empire. You're teaching me some things. Took my tax bracket to the next level. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you could be an attractive person, male or female, but looks is temporary. So sometimes I think, Cordell, with you and some other people, because I told them it was 3 of my male friends and you were one of the 3. I said some of them tend to follow and play with this category because either one, some may don't have game. Not saying you, Cordell, but some may not have game. Some may not have confidence. Some may not have swag. And Cordell, I remember I was telling you one time about your swag because your approach, well, you can't, well, not now because you're married, but when you were single, your approach was always the same. And all the women you're approaching aren't the same. So you can't approach all women the same. Whereas, like, let's say Tam was looking, let's say, for example, just using an example, let's say Tam was looking for a businessman. Let's say Savage looking for a thug. So you can't approach both of them the same way. If she's looking, I'm just using for an example, Savage. Get back in your cage. Get back in your cage.
She showed up in the car.
She was coming.
I am not an animal. Okay.
You're a savage.
No, I'm a savage that teaches. In the classroom, I'm a beast.
Oh, get back in your classroom. Calm down. Calm down. So, like I was saying, so if a person is a thug or a thug mentality, your approach got to be almost thug and street because that's what they like. That's what they desire. You can't be walking up to a thug missus. Excuse me, ma'am. You know, is it possible I can get your phone number? They're like, what? You lame. Whereas a business-minded girl may be attracted to that. The thug girl, she might want you to say, "What's up, Shawty? What's up, love mama?" What? You know, so your approach has to be different. And every time you've ever given me examples of your approaches, they were always basically the same. You know, if you got 10 girls, I promise you all 10 are not the same, but your approach was the same. So you have to get a feel of the individual and then cater your approach to the individual.
Tony, let me find out you straight over there. Let me find out you straight over there. Let me find out you straight over there.
It ain't shit straight about him.
Let me find out you.
Tony,
let me
we
find
gonna call
out
that
in them
nigga.
streets you
We
straight.
find out you. We gonna call that nigga the first Nas X. Well, listen, y'all. This has been beautiful. I hope everybody had opportunity to learn from this tonight. Never are we trying to be degrading or put anybody down, especially our black women. We have our, our words and things, but it's all in shits and giggles and enjoyment. And hopefully that people have a chance to learn from what the ATL show brings to it. But before we get ready to get out of here, I definitely would love to bring out the people that mean the most to me and help me be a better person, whether it's them checking me or rooting for us. But these people, I definitely need them continually in my life in West Palm Beach. And I'm going to start off with my dog, my sister, the COVID crusher, T Savage. Let them folks know you're back.
Guys, just take a look at the screen. I normally read it. I just can't. It's right there. Just look at everything T Savage.
T Savage 1000.
Thank you.
Facebook is Anya Drayton Burrows. TikTok, and she's showing out over there on TikTok, y'all. It's T_Savage100. Or you can email her at durrsanya@gmail.com. Or you can reach her via cell phone at area code 786-525-4691.
And because I don't want to really I want everybody to know this is our friend Cordell. He comes on from time to time. Cordell, give a shout out. Let him know ATL ho.
ATL ho.
But let's go to my other sister. She drives me.
I was waiting on
crazy.
him to try to give out his information. Yes, Cordell, talking about you. I was waiting.
You was waiting on me?
Yeah, I was waiting on you to talk about where they can find you. Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
Exactly. That's right. I'm ducked off.
Oh man, this is how you find Tiama and
accessories. You can find her on Facebook at Tiama Copeland 1 or 954-873-6659, or you can email her at justintimeaccessories@gmail.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just want to bring to the stage the one besides God that help makes it possible for us every week to continue to be able to get on this platform and bring information to the ATL world, the ATL fans across the nation. We just want to bring to the table my brother, one of my best friends, someone that also keeps me in check about some of my horrorism. And
is Junior room?
Okay.
I said some of the horrorism.
I was trying to find out who you was talking about. I'm looking around.
And things like that. Oh man, he makes life worth living for me in West Palm Beach. I want to be able to wake up and call him and be like, bro, what's good? Again, my brother, my friend, Mr. Anthony Brown. Tell them how they can reach out to you, boss man.
I'm Anthony Brown, and I am the Anthony Brown Show. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, YouTube. I'm, again, the Anthony Brown Show. I'm a YouTuber, influencer, a mentor, and most importantly, the words to live by is grind until you shine.
Okay, now, before I get up out of here, I want to just, first and foremost, give a shout out to all the true veterans who've gone out and served for our country, whether you was cooking in the kitchen, cleaning the decks, out there putting your body on the line, taking bullets, things that died, people that died. We just want to definitely let it be known that the ATL family definitely supports the veterans. We may not support the politicians, but definitely the true warriors of our country that sacrifice life, soul, spirit, limbs in order for us to have at least some of the privileges that we have here in America that a lot of other people in other countries don't have. So hats off to all you great men and women in America's military across the land. We love you. And by me saying that, my brothers and sisters on this podcast said the same thing. And we just want to let you know, if you want to be able to get in touch with Legacy the Great, you can hit me on Facebook at Adream Williams. You can also reach out to me on YouTube up under Antonio Williams. My email address is AUNYAWMS121@gmail.com. And for very important things that you may not be able to get in touch with the boss, Tony, or T Savage, or Tiama, you can hit me at 229-630-7615. And as we always say, before we start our show, we end it the same way. ATL, ho.
Boy.
ATL, they're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best at this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay, I'm the best you ever catch, just spell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes to 28, man, this shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Either dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. It's the message. I'm talking open hills and places. The school's over feeling foggy. I'll be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Going against me. Once when you ready to lose. The game, the street, the zone is took. This the message. Hope it leave you from me rappers. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot. ATL, ho.